This is Gamer Weekly, bringing you the latest of what the video game scene has to offer. On this episode of Gamer Weekly, I have Lucas and Joe of Long Hat House, and we're going to be talking about their game, Dandara. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Gamer Weekly. With me today is Lucas and Joel from Long Hat House. Thank you guys so much for coming onto the show.
Oh, hello, I am Lucas, and nice to meet you, Justin.
And I'm João, actually, but you can call me Joe.
He told
Which
me
makes sense.
he told me that his name would be too hard to pronounce, so...
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
Because if there's anything before in this show, it's that I cannot pronounce anything to save my life. So thank you guys so much for coming onto the show, and you guys are currently working on a game for the Switch called Dandara?
Yeah, and thanks for inviting us. You can say Dandara. We say Dandara, which is like a Brazilian Portuguese way to say it, I guess.
Yeah, but it's like, anyway you want to say it, just say it.
Yeah.
So,
You can say Dandara.
Dandara.
It's fine. Don't worry.
Dandara. That's awesome. Yeah.
So, what is Dandara about?
Well, it's an exploration game. Basically, that's it. Where the movement mechanic is really different from everything you saw before, I guess. I hope.
Yes, we are making a game that we believe exploration is like the main part of it, like the focus, and then
the battle system as well is like really really took a long time.
Because we tried this new mechanic to move around, and then it's a very different gameplay to work with, so we don't have many like references and these kind of things. It's quite fresh, so I feel like it's a game that the player is gonna play and feel like playing a game for the first time, like a very different game that he has to learn the controls and these kind of things.
Which is all like a consequence. We didn't plan this beforehand. I mean, we actually started it by doing like a mobile exploration game.
Yeah, we wanted to.
One.
Yeah, we wanted.
But a game that's really like a console game, like you pay attention to on the touch screen,
Yes.
And just evolved from there to what we have now, which is the Switch game.
Yes.
Great.
It works well with the controller, and we wanted to try, and that's how the game is now.
So you're able to use the touchscreen on the Switch and do the controller as well.
Yes. The Switch is cool because it supports both, and then
you can choose your own way.
Yeah. And like if you wanna like just, I believe most people are gonna just play with the controller, but if they need, for example, just to take the Switch off, something like go to the bathroom,
to go to the toilet real quick. You don't need to like pick up the controller as well.
You don't need like to take the Joy-Cons out and like then put it on the controller. It's just like go with the touch screen. It's
a different way to play. You can choose. You can pick what you want. I've seen people preferring one over the another all the time.
Yeah, there are like differences when you play with the controller and if you play with the touch screen. Like the touch screen is a bit more intuitive, because that's how we designed it to be. So it's very easy to grasp. But the controller is actually more fluid and faster. And if you have like, when you get like the ability to play, then you feel like a pro,
Yeah, speedrunners.
Yeah, I think
for sure, if they exist, they're gonna prefer the controller.
Yeah. So like, it's good for people who want to like this hardcore gamer experience, and the touch screen might be cool for some people also, so they might even prefer using like on the Switch.
Yeah, they're on an even ground, I think.
Yeah,
suppose.
Yeah, just like different ways to play.
And so, because the game was showcased too on a video of Donkey's, where he was talking about games that were like seemed like they were going nowhere, and then he was like, but here's a game that's Dandara, where it's something completely new and original and something that people should look out for. So how did it make you guys feel making this game and having somebody who has that big of a following praise your game?
Oh, this was awesome.
Amazing, man. I watched Donkey before, and I really like his videos. He's a really funny guy, and
yeah, I love how he talks about the game.
Came out of nowhere as well.
Yeah, we weren't expecting it as well, so we didn't know that it was happening, and some friends were like, "Oh, your game just appeared on Video Games Donkey." It's really cool, and also like it's very refreshing, kind of like it's a good feeling, because we worked so long and we weren't like getting many feedback before actually Raw Fury, which is our publisher. So we were making this game, which is like completely new, so it was so hard for us to know how people would feel when playing it. Like, oh, why is this game like this? It's too different. Like we had like this, I would say, fear. I don't know. But at PAX, it was like so relieving, like so cool to see how people liked it, and to see that Video Games Donkey, talked about it and
just reinforced that.
Like how different the game is, and how that makes it cool. That was really cool to hear.
Because I would say visually, it's definitely different than what I've seen before. In the trailer, it was showing off that you don't exactly move like normally. You move like via like jumping around and stuff, and it's very fast paced. Yes. And then for some reason, at some point in the trailer, there's a giant head floating around shooting things at you.
Yes.
So is it going to be like one of those kind of games where it's a very visually, what's the word? I guess like intense?
Well, hope so.
Yeah. I think we have very different inspirations that are not really common, because we are trying to use the fact that we are from Brazil, and there are some games coming now, but it's the industry is quite new there, and things are starting,
Yeah.
So because I don't think people didn't have that much like proximity with Brazilian culture, and like
it sounds like a mystery, right?
Yeah.
But there's also this thing, like we started the game as ourselves. We are not artists, so our pipeline was like trying to express as much as possible, being as simple as possible. And then Victor came in. He's the new artist right now, and he tried to continue that art style that we were developing.
Yeah, I think the fact that
in the end it's very bizarre, I guess.
I think the fact that we were not artists contributed for us to have something different. But it was ugly, kinda, when we were doing it.
Yeah, it was worse.
Yeah, and Victor came in, and like he's a really good pixel artist, and he retouched everything, and he made like what we made, but now like with quality, like the art quality that you expect, and I think that makes like the game very new and also very like good at the same time.
Yeah.
Because I thought you were going to tell me that in Brazil there's a lot of flying heads, and I was like, what?
No, what I was telling, because we have many things there that comes from our lives, and I mean,
it's not a flying
right?
head specifically.
Yeah, it's not like that,
if you play a lot of Star Fox, I guess you're going to see a lot of flying heads, but
you can see that like there is like lots of Japanese inspiration there.
Japanese inspiration.
So I would say that it's something like this.
But in the environment, the scenario, that's all. We try to put things that we see every day, like like everyday lives, routines, bars we go to, like these little elements. we try to put it because nobody knows everything, knows what happened in Brazil, and we try to use that because the game is an exploration game. It should feel the mystery of the world, kinda, and pursue it. So that's a good way to use it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
The exotic part of where we came from, I guess.
I mean, you're not gonna see like if you play the game, it's not like Brazil everywhere.
Yeah, we're not not throwing in our face.
It's just like inspiration, you know.
Yeah.
So, so you said you wanted to do like speed runs and stuff of it too. Have you guys checked out like games done quick and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it just happened, but I didn't check any
of
videos
the last
actually.
one.
Yeah, of the last one.
Yeah, but of course we know what it is.
Yeah.
I was about to say, because like watching the trailer for it, it definitely seemed like a game to be a part of it. I feel like
I hope so. Yeah.
I feel like
would be flatter.
I'd be so scared to play a game doing something like that. Like everyone's watching you, and you're like, I'm supposed to be this guy that's supposed to be the master of this game, and here I am just like scared out of my mind. Like there was somebody that beat Kingdom Hearts 2 in like 2 hours, and I'm like, how?
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's so fun. Like a game that took like 40 hours to beat, and see a guy destroy the game.
Yes.
Awesome, I love it all the time. I watch
if I see that with Dandara, I'm gonna be like really happy.
What's the fastest you think someone could beat your game?
I think. Like,
this is hard to tell.
Yeah,
I think, because
we can beat it on like as developers trying to speedrun it.
It's hard to tell
because we didn't complete the game.
We don't have like the whole thing yet.
Yes, there's rooms unconnected as well. Like we're gonna connect more rooms between them.
And I think that after like we added some new stuff in the last few months, I think 30 minutes would be really hard.
Yes,
I really think that. So it's very hard, right? Because then you have like because if it's an exploration game and there are like forks and places you can go for power-ups, if you're trying to just go faster and not like 100%, then the game gets really hard because you're not evolving your character.
Yeah, you get to see a lot of one-hit kills.
Yeah, you know, because
so you have to be really precise and a really long time. Like it gets mad.
I don't know if we can finish that fast.
Yes.
No, but
it's of course it is possible to like evade everything and like finish the game on 3 hours. But it's hard.
It's hard.
And then you see next year they're gonna be playing the game and they're gonna have like this exploit that you had no idea about. And they beat it in 2 minutes and you're like, where the hell was that?
we actively like removing all the exploits possible. So we know about them right now, but for sure, like someone who goes
surely people find it.
We didn't.
Secrets and these things that they might find also. So
just having a lot of signs and stuff at like secret locations, like, hey, you're not supposed to be here. Why are you right here?
Yeah.
So the I guess like final question I have for you guys, what does Dandara mean to you guys, and what's your favorite part about the game, and what advice do you have to people out there that want to make games?
Okay,
I guess that's a 3-part question.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So what it means for us, I would say that now it means a huge opportunity, and
it means it out of nothing means everything.
Yes. I mean, we started with this idea of like a small 6-month development mobile game, and then
just exploded.
We spent like 2 years working on it. We saw that it could be a really cool Metroidvania, and like we worked hard for 2 years, and then Raw Fury came in, and they opened this opportunity for working with Nintendo, and like they opened so many doors. It might come like not only for Nintendo. It's not official, but like we're trying other consoles as well, and like PC. which is coming out for PC and including mobile as well. So like the game became like a huge thing, you know,
for us, like,
and for
personally,
us,
like
yes.
the chance of our lives. I mean,
Yes,
it's like one in a lifetime. We have to pick it. That's how big it is.
Yes. So for now, we feel like we love this game. We love what it became, and what it became for us, for our career, and for like us as game developers. And
personally as well, like
yes,
I got so much.
Yeah, I mean we are in Sweden right now.
We grow so much. We learn so much about this.
We met so many people. And we're talking to you, and like we talked to so many people already, and we just met so many people here at Sweden, and I mean this game, yeah.
So I mean, it's just like basically it's just going to be a constant learning experience no matter what.
Yeah.
Yes. And this game, like, it was a very, I would say, like a very fast learning experience, you know, like very intense, very like lots of things happening that we didn't foresee, you know. So it's been exciting and fun and like crazy. Sometimes like there's a kind of pressure as well, like, but mostly good, you know.
Yeah, at some point we were going to be the first Brazilian game on Switch ever, but someone did that before.
We thought we might be the first ones, but someone did it already. So they were faster.
I don't want to be the first anyway.
Maybe you could be the best Brazil game on there.
Yes. Let's try that.
Let's try, right?
Wait, what was the other game?
It's
Rocket Punch?
Rocket Punch.
It's a good game. That's going to be hard to...
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that you guys... I think you're going to beat Rocket Punch. And they're going to be like, man, I wish we could have been like them.
Oh.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming onto the show.
Oh, sorry. Can you repeat that?
I said thank you guys so much for coming onto the show. And if anybody out there wants to check out Dandara, you should. You can go check it out on their website, which is longhathouse.com.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you can also check out their other games as well. And you should support them because they're pretty cool dudes. And, you know, everybody that is cool deserves to be supported. So, and then everybody is thinking to themselves, well, this guy's making this show is not cool. And it's like, well, that's different. So, yeah.
Thank you, man. Thank you for
I don't know. It's Rocket Punch. It's not Rocket Punch.
Yeah.
It's definitely not Rocket Punch. Rocket Fist. Rocket Fist. Yeah.
So
we don't want to misname that name.
Yes, because the guys, we write the guys. Rocket Fist. So thank you, Justin, and thank you for the
thank you for like inviting us, man. That's flattering.
Thank you for being one of the people to respond back to my emails. So I always appreciate it. So anyone out there that wants to follow the show, you should. It's very easy. You just go to the button that says follow and follow. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. And if you are on anything else, follow, do whatever it is that you do. And tell people about the show. If they like indie games, maybe they'll like the show. If they don't like indie games, then they they still might like the show. Who knows? I'm not going to tell them what they can and can't like. So thank you guys so much for listening. And go check out the other episodes and go buy all the games that we cover. Thank you and goodbye.
Yes.